Hey everybody, Todd Batty, Creative Director on SSX, and today we are going to take a more detailed look at global events. So it's a difficult thing for us to be able to demo without thousands of people playing online, but I got some of my friends on the dev team and some of our QA team together. We played in some global events, captured a little bit of the footage, and that's what I'm going to share with you here today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is how do I get into a global event. We want to make this as quick and seamless, as easy as possible, so I scroll down to global events in the main menu, and the first thing that I see is my RiderNet wall. So the RiderNet wall has a number of recommendations of events my friends are competing in, events that I'm actually already competing in. You can see I was already competing in 2 events there. So I go ahead and select one of those. It's a race global event, 30-minute race, 37 riders competing, and there's about 3 minutes left in here. I'm gonna go ahead and select Moby, load into this race, and see if I can improve on my standing. So we get up at the top of the level. First thing you see is a leaderboard on the right-hand side that lets me know I'm currently sitting in the gold bracket with a time of 1 minute and 11 seconds. You can see the people that are with me here are people with me in real time. Somebody jumped out and just started their run. Somebody else jumped out in front of me. Somebody else was loaded in behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and follow those 2 people who jumped out, race them down to the bottom, see if I can beat them, and hopefully in the process post a faster time and improve on my standing. All right, and now we're gonna pick this run back up at the end. I come in with a time of 1 minute and 9 seconds, so I actually improved on my standing. I wait for my results to get updated. Actually, you can see there I had actually dropped to the silver bracket with my old time while I was in the course of that run, but that time bumps me back up to the gold bracket, and there's only 1 minute left in that event, so it looks like I'm in for a nice little payday in this event. Okay, so the next thing we're going to take a look at here are RiderNet recommendations. So anytime you finish a run, RiderNet will always serve up for you a number of different recommendations of events that it believes that you would like, events you're competing in, events that your friends are in, and again, you can use these sort of as hyperlinks. So here I find a Tricket event on Pan that my friend Tom Monroe is currently competing in, so I go ahead and select that. And what RiderNet will do is just auto-navigate me straight to that drop so that I can jump straight in and start competing in a different global event. This makes it really easy to jump from one event to another. So I'm gonna go ahead and join into this trick event. There's 8 minutes remaining. I believe that I select Alex for this one, and then go ahead and jump into the event. So here I'm at the top. This is an event I have not yet competed in. There's 7 minutes left. I can see the leaderboard. It looks like 7 million is the score to beat to get into the diamond bracket. As I'm sitting there waiting, you can see some people jump out. These people are starting their trick runs right now and trying to post scores and improve on their standings. I'm gonna wait for a couple people to jump, then I'm gonna jump out, and now I'm gonna go ahead and compete and see if I can set a really good trick score here and get myself a nice payout in this global event. All right, and we pick my run up here at the bottom, and with the magic of editing, you did not have to see me have a pretty terrible run, actually. I posted 5.5 million points, which I think put me right at the absolute bottom of the standings for this event. Yeah, there you go. I am in the bronze bracket and barely going to earn my credits back. So I am going to go ahead and restart and see if I can improve on that standing and hopefully earn myself a little better and redeem myself. So here I am back at the top again. There's only 4 minutes left in here, so I probably have time for only 1 more run, maybe 2 in this event. Wait for a couple people to jump out. There's a good pack of people. I'm gonna go ahead and go up against those guys right now. So as I'm going down the run here, one of the things you will note is there is a ghost with me. So on all the runs that I've done and all the runs that you see, you'll see there is one turquoise colored character. That is a ghost. That's not somebody who's there in real time. That's a recording of the guy who is in the bracket above me in the standings. So that's somebody that I can always have, that I know that if I beat them down the run in a race event or I beat their score in a trick event, that's the person that by beating them will make me advance to the next bracket. So here I'm gonna jump up back onto the pipeline. Alaska is just one of my absolutely favorite levels. Getting up on top of the pipe, and then anytime you get off of it, figuring out a way to get back on top of it and jumping from section to section. Definitely one of the gameplay highlights in this game. I absolutely love it. Oh yeah, and there's where I smash into a tree and bail. By the way, for our community members, anybody who is worried that this game was going to be too easy, I can absolutely assure you there is so much challenge built into this game. It is the epitome of easy to pick up and play, but incredibly difficult and challenging to master. So I make use of the rewind feature there, which cost me quite a few points. but I was having a pretty good run, and I decided that I wanted to finish it anyways to see how I go in the standings. And now we pick up my run at the very end. Still not a fantastic performance by myself, but a little bit better. I scored over 7 million points on that run. And with only 1 minute left, I actually improved my standings in here from silver bracket to gold. You can actually see even though I did that first run in the bronze bracket, over the course of time, more people joined that event, and I actually bumped up in a bracket, which was a good thing for me that time. But my run there improves me to the gold bracket and sets me up for a pretty cool payday with 13,000 credits. All right, so now we pick things back up. I've gone all the way back to our main menu. I use the main menu kind of like a resting point for me in SSX. I come out to the main menu, and by using our Twitter Vision inspired 3D globe, I can see what's going on, everything that's going on in the universe, what my friends are doing, where they are, and I kind of use that as a way to make my decisions. And then a notification pops up and lets me know that one of my friends has joined a global event. And so actually all of those are actionable. So I decide that I'm going to go ahead. I open that up by pressing the RiderNet button, and with a single press of a button, RiderNet takes me directly to that event. So anytime you see one of those notifications, they are all actionable, and you can use them to navigate and get to where you want to get to very quickly and easily in SSX. So the guys decided that they wanted to do a race event on one of the deadly descents. So one of the coolest things in our game is that the deadly descents, you can race and trick them. Adds a whole new strategic element to racing and tricking when there's a metagame you need to worry about. So for this one, they decided that they wanted to try to do a race down the rock deadly descent. So I'm going to go ahead, choose Griff, kit him out in some sweet gear, and see if I can outrace those guys to the bottom. All right, so here we are at the top of the event. I've got Griff kitted out in a sweet mustard yellow suit, and I'm going to go ahead and take a run down the rock deadly descent and try to post a fast time and see if I can actually win this global event. You can see a couple of my friends racing there, slightly ahead of me, Connor Dugan, Tom Monroe. Connor is the only person who's actually posted a time so far. He was probably joined this event right when it very first started. So he is right now the guy to beat, and the ghost that we're chasing at 1 minute and 28 seconds. And Connor's also obviously trying to beat his own time. All right, so here we pick it up at the very end. Mercifully, thanks to some editing, we didn't have to see some of the troubles that I had along the way. Even Tom Monroe finished ahead of me after crashing in the rocks. I posted a time of 1 minute and 37 seconds, which only put me into the silver bracket. I was having a rough day this day. These aren't my best tracks. But we ended up having so much fun on that we stayed in this event for quite a while and had some great races against each other and had a lot of fun. Okay, so now we're back out at the front end, and the last thing that I wanted to show is how you set up a custom global event. So on any single drop in the game, there's over 150 of them. You can create your own custom global event and set it to whatever specifications you want. So here I navigate over to a drop called Don't Make Me in Siberia. I create an event. I think I just made a really short race, like 10 minutes long, set a pretty steep drop cost, winner take all, and no wingsuits allowed, and went ahead and created the event. And the way it works is as soon as you've created a custom global event, every one of your friends will then get a notification from RiderNet that appears up in their top left corner, and also an item will be created in every one of their RiderNet walls that says that I have set up a custom global event and I'm currently competing in it, and they can use that to join in. So while I'm getting Max set up here, you can see my friend Tom Monroe joins into this same global event. So I'm already aware that my friends are joining. My friend Sam Black joins the event. I get Mac all set up, and here we are at the top. Took just over not quite 2 minutes to get the whole thing going, and now I'm gonna go ahead, jump out, and we ended up having a great global event, which I did not win again, but we had a really fun time. Siberia is a really cool region. All right, so that's global events. We're going to leave you off with some highlight footage of the rest of the runs that I did that day. Just a reminder, global events are constant, ongoing tournaments at every single drop point in the SSX universe. You can dip in and dip out at as many of these events at the same time as you want, with RiderNet always there to point you to where your friends are. With global events, it's never been easier to compete in real time against your friends and against other people playing SSX. So I'm Todd Batty, Creative Director. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the slopes February 28th.